going on, everybody? Hope y'all doing good. Be looking for in early October. We're going to have an aviation day camp, trying to take about 25 kids from the age of 8 to about 18. They'll be able to go up, fly around in airplanes. They'll be able to, visit the air traffic control tower and get an idea about careers in aviation. As you know, we're not well represented in that area. So I look forward to seeing y'all.
All right.
Please, y'all, because these planes is crashing too much for me. I can't take it.
Hey, that's
You
Trump.
crashing while they go around.
I'm cutting the budget.
Right, and firing all the air traffic controllers. That is crazy.
That is crazy.
All right, first topic, y'all. First topic of the day. It says, name a movie that had a great actor in it, but the film was trash.
Can I go? Kingdom Come.
Go ahead, Ricky. Who was in Kingdom Come? What actor, Ricky?
All of them. This shit was trash. The movie itself was fucking trash.
Hey,
it was a trash ass movie.
what movie you said it was?
Kingdom Come.
I don't even know what that is.
Hey, I fuck with that movie.
It was so many black actors in this fucking movie that you just knew that this movie was gonna have you laughing your lashes and your ass off. This movie was trash. It was too many fucking big name celebrities in this movie for it to be trash like it was.
You talking when said the entertainer was when he was the pastor, right? That movie is fucking hilarious.
No, that movie is not fucking hilarious. The movie's fucking trash. Thanks, Ricky. I didn't know I wouldn't lock my hair again.
Tone Bone.
Girl, first of all, I was questioning your ignorant ass about what you said. You snake ass girl.
Wow, y'all just be choosing Bibles.
Listen,
we got
them two something
we got
else.
some friction in here. Queen Sheila. Don't pay no attention.
We got another guest, Tasha Jones.
You love each other.
Tasha.
Hello, beautiful people. How y'all doing today?
Introduce yourself, Tasha.
I am Tasha Jones, poet. How y'all feeling today?
All right.
From the Indianapolis, Indiana.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna need you to have a good mix of testosterone and estrogen, okay?
First off.
So now I'm testosterone today.
That part.
Always, baby. You always.
I ain't ask your old looking at your damn not you ass.
Combo, do you have an answer?
I'm sorry, I'm doing her.
The movie that shit. Fuck with Ricky threw me out, bro.
I'm blaming something on her.
I tend to have that effect on people, bro. I tend to have that effect.
Man, shut the fuck up talking.
Or what? What you gonna do about it?
I'm finna pull up on. I'm finna go to Jenny's real quick.
Not too much, please don't.
Come back to you, Tom.
Keep rolling, whichever direction you going. That ain't mine.
I'm gonna come back to you, Tom. Let you think. Stacy.
First of all, welcome guests. How you guys doing?
Great.
And I'm going to say, Coming to America 2. Yeah, that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have an actual. I just say all of them. It was trash. Yeah.
Facts. You don't mess with classics. Why to them?
Well, I was waiting on her because she said Coming to America. The boy, that too was a little pause. I was like, hey, we cool, but we ain't.
Hey, Ricky, calm down and focus on tone. Not too
much.
Not too much tonight.
Don't even focus on no damn bone.
Girl power tonight. Tone, we got.
All right. I'm gonna pipe down.
Ain't that about a bitch?
Go ahead, why to the. What is a name a movie that had great actors in it but was super trash? You said who?
Norbit.
You morbid.
Hey. I think the world is really tied on that movie because half the people say it was great, it was hilarious, and the other half hate it.
That movie was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hey, Tara.
Oh, I don't. I'm still thinking. I have no idea.
All right, Tasha.
Just for kicks and giggles, Tasha. Before you go, Lacey Flocka.
You know what?
Hey, I put too much time into Flocka, her makeup, all this shit. Don't be talking
Who
about Pop.
raised this ninja? Who raised the... Go ahead. Who supposed to been going? Look.
You called Tasha, but I think she dropped off.
Okay, there. I think she.
My bad, Tasha. It was just jokes.
She'll be back on.
Okay, I got one.
Go ahead, Tara.
I'm gonna go with Batman and Robin, the one with George Clooney, because I just could not.
Girl, what?
George Clooney should never have been Batman, and I stand on that hill. I don't care.
All right, I got it. No, hold on.
Gateway.
Yeah, I forgot again.
Yeah, so I would say Jenkins Promoters or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one like you can go without watching again, probably.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sheba.
So I like thrillers and The Happening. Y'all remember The Happening?
One of the funny
I
movies.
remember the movie coming out. I don't remember it though.
The Happening was
What?
not. It was a movie about us not taking care of the planet, and the planet started killing us.
With Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Some people was fucking themselves up. That was a good movie.
It was.
They didn't have an all-star cast though. It only had
it was kind of stiff. It was kind of stiff.
Next story, Ricky know everything.
Mortal Kombat 1995 was fun, but it was, so.
We can talk about all the Jokers with Joaquin Phoenix in it. Oh my God.
No, just the second one. That second one was some fucking bullshit.
I just know y'all better not say
snakes,
the one
snakes
with
on the
Jim
plane.
Carrey.
Snakes on the plane. Snakes on the plane.
Okay, bro. Okay,
Snakes on a Plane. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson should have turned that shit the fuck down.
KJ.
This nigga finna say
I'm gonna go with Jungle Fever.
Man, bro, you gotta stop saying old movies.
Look.
And Jungle Fever was dope, bro. Gator is legendary.
Yeah, I can.
If y'all ain't watched Jungle Fever,
yeah.
If y'all ain't watched Jungle Fever,
I seen Jungle Fever, but I just knew you was gonna say Fixing the Price.
Hey, yeah, crazy.
I'm a crackhead.
Classic, nigga.
Miss Tasha back. Go ahead, Miss Tasha. I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead.
How y'all doing today? Okay, so can you repeat the question?
Name a movie with a great actor in it, but the movie was trash.
Great acting, but the movie was trash.
Yeah, they had great actors.
No, I can't think of that one right now. I can think of the reverse. It was a good movie with a lot of good actors, but the acting was trash.
What was that?
Anything on Tubi? All right,
Everything on Tubi.
Yeah, I'm not really that type. It's the movie I just went to go see, The Highest and Lowest. I expected more from that. Did y'all go see that already? The Denzel Washington. It's the new Denzel Washington joint with A$AP Rocky.
Nah, I ain't seen that.
They ain't promoted that at all.
Yeah, I ain't even know they had a movie together.
Right.
Yeah. The movie though, the concept, the movie, everything was beautiful. It was shot beautiful and everything, but I expected more from the acting.
Wow.
So who wasn't who? A$AP couldn't act.
No, A$AP was good. A$AP killed his part.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he killed that shit.
Yeah.
Whoever played Denzel's wife to me was, the son. I don't want to give too much of away, but I just kind of felt like it should have been more emoted. It was a couple times too where Denzel and A$AP Rocky got into a little tussle and it didn't seem realistic. Even the person next to me was like, "Come on now, this shit is."
But he kind of old, man.
I mean, I'm about to say Denzel like 76 years old.
Yeah, he kind of old. He can't.
He can't play the
role. Whooping ass on the Equalizer. He was 76.
The Equalizer movies had me like.
But the movie itself is a beautiful movie. It's shot beautifully. It almost feels like a love letter to New York. Like it's a really dope ass movie. But the acting at some point was just like.
All right. Let's get into this next topic.
You want me to do all the shutting up and do all the catering to him things, and it's like, you're not giving me enough. So am I supposed to keep talking to him?
What you mean not giving you enough?
I don't feel like he's giving me enough. Like,
enough what?
Like, I just feel like you're not giving me enough money and all of that for me to shut up. I don't know how to shut up.
You need to shut your fucking mouth. What do you mean? You want money or you want you a good man?
I want both.
You know the money is connected to you shutting your fucking mouth, right? So let me tell you something. This was my problem for a long time. I always thought I had to have the last say so, you know? And I never thought I was wrong. And let me tell you something. I had a good man and I lost him. And I lost him because I was so stuck in my ways. I needed money. I needed this. And he wasn't rich. He wasn't rich. And I was so used to dating guys who would just spend money on me. But this one guy, he was different. I lost him. Shut the fuck up. And he left me and went and got a whole nother woman. And you look at these people and be like, she's stupid. I ain't doing that. You don't have to be a pick me to shut up. You need to let a man lead. Let him lead and let him do him, you know? Let me tell you something. A lot of women ain't got no man because they got so used to doing this shit they said. They're so used to seeing their mamas be single mothers. Yeah. And they don't know what it's like to let a man lead the house. Let that man lead the house and shut your fucking mouth. Because let me tell you, you need money. The money is connected to your mouth. And I ain't talking about that mouth. That too, but not that. The money is connected to your mouth. You gotta shut up. You know, when he says, baby, I need you to cook me something. Yes, baby, what you need? If you don't agree with something he says, you let him speak. And then you say, baby, I think, you know, maybe we can, was it something I said wrong that triggered you? Or how can I understand you better? You know, it's about your wording. You don't always have to be slick out the mouth. Okay. You have to communicate with him because that mouth is, that's why you ain't getting the money. See, the other guys get the money quick because you don't mean nothing to them. So it was nothing. What's money? Money ain't a thing unless that's what you want.
All right, Gateway Louis.
Man, y'all already know when I see that fire, I had to send it to my man Lacey G, man, just so we can have some real content, real dialogue. I felt like, man, when you got them type of mamas, man, you ain't got no choice but to be a third. We be looking for them ones that got a mama that can drop it down like that, because we already know what we working with. You know what I'm saying? But she said it to her beautifully and then checked at the same time, like, you tripping. You got the game backwards. You know what I'm saying? And she gave it to her in the raw. See, it's different. I do that when it's a woman because it's different coming from a woman than coming from a man. If I'm saying in this game, oh, he trying to control me, he trying to sauce me up to keep me stagnated, keep me in a certain type, so it's like, okay, you let a woman speak it, and then it's like, well, she got a point. I mean, listen, man. Hey, I say this stuff on the show all the time, man. Listen, a woman femininity, that's kryptonite to a man, whether you want to agree with it or not. A real man, anyway. I'm saying if you showing femininity and a man is taking advantage of that, that ain't no real man. That ain't the type of man you need to be fucking with. Excuse my language, messing with, dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But if you showing a certain sign of femininity, like what she said was, she didn't get smart when her mama didn't tell her to get smart. She told her to ask questions. Okay, baby, what do you want to eat? Is there anything else I can, like that in itself? She didn't took the power back. What she don't realize is she didn't took the power back from the man. Not because she said in the board. Now the man is vulnerable and submissive to how she coming, because she didn't already killed off any sign of aggression, any sign of combativeness that he could think of. So now it's harmony. And see, you know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like she said it beautifully, and that's all I got to say.
All right, Tara.
I mean, I agree. I just I wish we could get away from the shut up thing. I just wish the men could start saying, I just need a woman to be my peace. I just need her to be quiet sometimes. Shut up is just so rude, and it comes off super aggressive to me, but that's just me nitpicking. I do like the fact that it was a woman. They gave her the information. Louis is 100% correct. A dude can try to come and say it as peaceful and as calm as possible. And if she already mad, it's gonna go left. Most women cannot take criticism during a fight or once she's already aggravated. And what I will never understand about us in general, specifically Black women, because I don't, whatever. is why we continue to do the same thing over and over again. After the man has told us 1,000 times he don't like it, he don't respect it, he's falling out of love with us, we're not feminine to him anymore. All these things, all these signs he's giving you over and over again, and you keep doing the same thing. But then you want to holler when he cheat on you. Then you want to wonder why you came home and everything his is packed and gone. I got to start listening. For real, for real. If you expect change from him, you're probably gonna have to be the one to change first. But I do have a question with all of this talk about men leading. You say the woman took the power back because she was soft with him and she asked the right questions. She kept her cool when maybe he didn't keep his. I wonder if there are men out here who, when a woman loses her cool, if he can stay calm with her and he can take the power back non-aggressively. The things that are expected of us, is there a time and space for men to be the same way when we lose ourselves?
Can I answer that, Tara?
Sure, yeah, please.
Oh, listen, it's like this. When she didn't show, when you know what your type of, when you know your woman, right? When you know that ain't even her nature, right? To be on that with you, when she finally get on that with you, I don't care. You can be the most gangster of all gangsters. You innately know, like, listen, this one of them ones, this one of them battles where I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna let her have this because she didn't put up with a lot of shit from me thus far. So if she didn't had enough, I'm gonna just go and tuck my tail on this if I know what's best for me. See, now if you dealing with a goofy, if you dealing with a clown, then yeah, he just his bravado gonna get in the way of his intellect. So of course he gonna always be that's why he'll lose the woman. But a smart man, he gonna know how to pick and choose his battles and be like, you know what? I'm gonna just sit this one. I'm gonna let her have her way on this. I'm telling you what it is. I can't speak for nobody else, but I can speak for myself. Shit.
All right, Quaysheba.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna say this. I've dealt with that with Lacey, and yeah, he's been like I'd be up there, the 10, and he'll bring me down to the 1 or close to the 1 or whatever. But it's men out there. It's wonderful. I mean, a man could do that, but your man has to know you. So that's
All
what's
right,
up.
Quaysheba.
I think in all cases, everybody's not your messenger. So just like when your woman sometimes is calm and tells you something and you still don't want to hear it, but your boys will say the exact same thing at the barbershop or the car hangout or the wherever, whatever. And you like, you know what, man, you're right. They said the exact same thing, exact same sentence, exact same way. And you like, you know what, bro, you're right. She said the same thing, but I didn't want to hear it. Sometimes everybody's not your messenger. So I did, like how her mother said that to her. And I knew she was stalling about to say she needed money to shut up. And I think that was, I don't know what clip that was from, but I think that's horrible. I just thought that was horrible. I knew that's where she was going. I was just like, damn, that's horrible. Because I hate that Black relationships get portrayed that they're so transactional. So much of our media, so many of our songs are so transactional. They're be good, I'll take you shopping. Shut the fuck up, I'll take you shopping. Shut the fuck up, I'll make you my wife. Be better than the last bitch, I'll make you my wife. Be the better than the last bitch, I'll promote you. Promote me. It's just, I mean, I could go on and on. But I did like how her mother gave her that message. And interestingly enough, I have gone through that exact same scenario very recently in my relationship because I am a headstrong alpha woman and I always felt like I had to have the last word. However, in therapy, if you all go to therapy or not, um, and when I was in grad school, my professors would say, pose things as a question when you feel anxious or like you about to pop off so that the person that you're feeling anxious about doesn't feel attacked. So
Back.
so if I had anxiousness with Gateway, I could be like,
Right.
what did you mean by that, brother? Or
It,
and that's if you don't have the words yet, the default thing that you can always go to is, what did you mean by that?
ask the question.
Ask the question, because if you ask a question, it gives the other person one, it disarms them, right? Because you didn't attack them, you didn't point your finger, and you didn't accuse. So
Mm.
you're giving them the opportunity to explain. And then what it does for you is it allows them to open up and give you the information that you may have been missing, so that you can make a healthy decision for yourself, even in that moment.
All right. Rodney said, Louis,
So,
I need that shirt too. He said, LOL, Lacey got it, no cap. And Miss Darlene said, good evening, everyone. All
I
right.
need a shirt that says, who said femininity?
Get what?
I need a shirt that says,
I be over here cracking up every time he say
Hey,
it.
not
but for real, hey,
femininity.
I want to
I
comment to
need
something that you said.
femininity.
I want to comment to something you said, right? That you answered on your question. You said, when she told her to be quiet, right? Quietness is, can I say this? It's like if you got 3 kids, right? And you got 2 kids that's always asking for something, but you got one kid that don't really ask for nothing. So when that one kid that don't really ask for nothing, ask for something, you're gonna break your neck to do something for that child because you know that they really ain't this type. So I think that she was giving her the psyche of how a man thinks. You feel what I'm saying? And not making it. I don't think that it was such a transactional thing. I think she was telling her how with that femininity and quietness, how it makes a man subdue him to whatever it is that you want, because just the way you are as a woman, a man feel like he has to cater to you, period.
No, I
That's
hated that the girl was saying that she was like, I ain't the type to shut up unless he gives me money. I hated that.
Oh, okay. I
Verbal.
got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. I
Yeah, I
got you. I
hated
got
that
you.
the girl.
And keep in mind, that's the only complaint she had about him. The woman asked her, she couldn't even come up with nothing, and finally said money. She's already
Yeah.
problematic.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What's it?
What's happening?
You got a comment about the video?
Shit, what was the topic? Because I ain't really heard the video.
95%.
Don't get him on him,
Hey,
man.
That
the
part.
95. Show the video one time, Lacey. Show
We
on the
No,
already
you
95.
did. That
I
video
already
too
deleted
long.
it.
We're not doing
Yeah, I
that. Oh
deleted
God.
it. Hey, Tara, give him a summary.
It was a girl in the car telling her mom that she's not the type to shut up. Her mom was giving her advice and letting her know, if it's a good man and you got to let him lead. You got to be quiet when you need to be quiet. And she was complaining that she's the type that is shut up, but only if you paying her. So her mama was trying to hip her the game about how toxic she was, pretty much.
Oh, okay. Sound like an ain't shit bitch to me.
Oh God.
Ain't
Thanks,
shit.
Louis.
I felt like I said that differently. I felt like I said the exact same thing differently.
Yeah, sound
I
like
tried to make it PG-13 and say,
Yeah, what?
on the outside than the inside. You know what I'm saying? She ain't really worried about if a person a good person or not. She just worried what she can get out of the person or not. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like Louis was saying, she basically in that 95%, which
facts.
that are insane and go
Wait,
get
hip us to the 95%. We knew, we guessed. Me and
uh,
Tasha had guessed.
95% of all the
You gotta
women in
break.
the world are ain't shit bitches, according
and
to him.
Well, I'm in the
get
5%.
insane. Insane is a major part.
Wow,
That's
that's a
horrible.
very
That's a huge
that's
number.
All right. All
And
right.
the fact that the women are 20 to 1 in the world, that's a lot of people.
I know, right?
Tasha.
damn.
Well, one thing that I think
Who you just
people
called?
Tasha.
I
Hey,
think
how you doing? Okay, so
appreciate
for me,
Tasha. Okay, go
how
ahead.
you
I'm sorry.
do- I appreciate the fact that there was a mother-daughter relationship having a pure conversation. I think we missed that in today's world, where
Yes.
actual mother-daughter relationship, a grandmother, somebody that's giving us some sage wisdom. I think two things from the video for me stood out. One, that they were having the conversation and that she had to learn um, that there's a time and a place for everything. And I think
Facts.
sometimes women and men forget that. For
Facts.
me, I think we live in so much of a microwave world, we forget to learn how to be conventional ovens, right? You want everything quick, fast, and now. The one thing that stood out is the woman was chose first. So if a woman is a no good type of woman, then what type of man chose her?
Hello?
Yeah, we're not
Hello?
gonna negate the fact that she had to be chose first.
Facts.
We're not gonna negate the fact that you train people how to treat you, right? Like, so if you don't want this type of man, if you don't want this type of relationship, and you keep having these same type of relationship, then it's you what you attracted.
Amen.
If it's you keep attracting these same type women, or you keep picking these same type women, you need to do some self-discovery on yourself. And it's the same thing for the women. If you keep choosing these men who are the same type of men, it's you the common denominator. And so in the thought process, I love the fact that women can have these conversations and say, hey, sometimes you got to let a man lead. and and I appreciate the brother who said, sometimes I just need her to back up so I can show her that I can lead. But when she comes to me with the right type of attitude, I don't have a problem with giving her back the reins, right? To say you can go ahead and handle this. And I think that comes with communication and learning your mate. We need to spend time learning our people. My man don't even have to tell me to shut up. I can see it on his face when I need to stop talking.
Okay, that
Fact.
part.
Fact.
All right, Ricky.
That part.
I don't understand, right? I can see it on his face when I need to stroke his ego, when I need to touch him, when I need to kiss his lip. I can see it on his face when I need to do what I need to do. And so I think sometimes we forget that we have to learn our mate. We have to fall in love with our mate. We got to fall in love with his being, and he falls in love with my being. And
People ain't falling in love no more. They screwing. That's all they doing.
well, that's
I'm
the
in
problem.
love. I'm in
Yeah.
That's
love.
the problem. The
I'm in
problem
love.
is if the only thing you want to do is get fucked, then you gonna get fucked. Literally.
In every way. That I know
Fact.
that's right. Come
All
on,
right,
Ricky.
Ricky.
I was gonna play devil's advocate with this, but I see everybody want to be serious. So let's lighten this mood a little bit.
I'm a serious person.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, but
Okay.
why so serious, son?
I heard you said son.
It's
It's
a
from
movie quote or something, I'm sure.
Okay.
it's from Batman, but we're gonna let that go.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta have a sense of humor to be on here. Um,
Oh Lord Jesus.
I mean, Stacey, my God.
I ain't even got it out yet.
Like off the belly.
No, seriously,
She could have
not so
every time.
serious. But in retrospect, part of the issue is a lot of men that complain about women are not at the caliber of having a woman shut the fuck up, and that's the original issue. Um, you can't be a bum ass motherfucker talking about something you want her to shut the fuck up because she telling you to get your crusty ass socks up. Um, and if you want a woman to shut the fuck up, you pay for peace. However you try to slice the cake, you're gonna put something in it to get something out of it. It is all transactional. At the end of the day, it's how you view the transaction is what makes it not transactional to some folks. Air quotes. But I do like that the mom and the daughter could have these conversations, grown people conversations. And if he's gonna pay her to shut the fuck up, then listen. Keep talking until he give you the amount of money that you want to shut the fuck up. I'm not saying that is right, and I'm not saying that is wrong. But if all you're looking for is the dollar sign out of that, then you got to understand what's going to come along with it. And if they wouldn't have chose each other, because at the end of the day, they both had to make a decision, unless somebody's being held against their will and we don't know, then they chose that toxic environment for them both. At some point, they will grow up, hopefully. But I just don't have a lot of faith in humanity at this point.
I know that's right.
All
I
right,
wonder why her mama took so long
KJ.
to talk to her. She grown. Why y'all just not having this conversation? You should have raised her
These
like
are
that.
conversations that they should have had growing up. But
KJ,
the fact that she
KJ,
got
we got so many people
the
on here.
fact
Y'all
that
got.
well, shit, we didn't let everybody else talk for 45,
Oh,
I know.
55
I'm
minutes.
just saying. Yeah.
but
KJ,
Tara,
please.
Tara just brought up something that I
That's
think
a good
same
point.
thing we talk about men. When there's not a man in a boy's life, he doesn't understand things. He doesn't have that level of maturity. So this is an example of a mother finally having these type of conversations. But I'm gonna move forward just a little bit from where we at and talk about the same thing. But we talked about Queen Sheba talked about we live our media now programs our girls and our young men to be transactional, and that's a piece. There's also another piece that I realize is that we got to realize if you grow up in a black community, especially poor community, you different versions of yourself. There's a version that it takes you to get out the hood, to get away from people, to make sure that you're not falling for BS. And then once you hit about 20, 25, you start be trying to become a different person. Because that same person, the same way you rock when you was younger, same attitude, whether you was gonna fight people at a second, you weren't gonna, like she said, Queen said, I had to be an alpha female because I ain't let nobody tell me what to do because I wasn't falling for no okey doke. So she kept that type of mentality going, to keep. But then as you get like 25, you start becoming a different version of yourself. You can't fight somebody over something that you don't like. You start trying to figure out issues and trying to handle them in a more mature way. You start trying to figure out how does the person that I want to be, how would they handle this? And she talked about, talking to a therapist. I don't know how many times on here we done talked about, people need to take classes on how to communicate, to understand that everything is not an insult. Every challenge, every question to what you're saying is not an insult. The woman saying something to me, I shouldn't take it as an insult. To be confident, but if you're geared, you don't want to be questioned. How dare you even question anything I say? But and this kind of goes back to two that I got 4 daughters. Any man dealing with them that if I see one of them catering to a dude, I'm expecting him to be that dude. I'm expecting him to be worthy of that and mature enough that he probably ain't in his first or second version. He ain't the thug no more. He done figured out how to maneuver. He on a upward. He's moving himself in different directions. He's putting himself around different people. He's recognizing these things. So he might be on his third version of himself. That's the version of a man that feel like he ain't got to cheat. I'm my own person. I got who I'm with. And this is where parental involvement come in. If you got kids now, start talking about what a healthy relationship looks like, so they don't get caught up in what they dealing with, the sexy reds and all this stuff that they gotta, the housewives and all these negative people. There's no Claire Huxtables, being on TV anymore. There's no, Bill Cosby. There's no people, real family type guys. We're seeing them, but not as much. So my point is, good job that the mother was talking. Start talking to your kids so they understand what healthy things look like. They need to see healthy things. And then also, if you're struggling, you got to understand you got to become different versions of yourself. I might be on like the fourth or fifth version of Katie, as far as maturity wise and how I'm going to act and how I'm going to move, what I'm going to move with. So this is a good clip. And like I said, I especially like the mother taking that time to school her daughter on important things.
That's why y'all daddies need to be in the house and do that shit. The fuck?
Yeah, everything that KJ said, he made it sound very like real light skinned, ain't
Lord Jesus.
Stacey, did you go? I remember you was talking. Was that your turn?
No.
So about 20 years, you're going to be on the same version.
No, wait a minute. Let me put tone.
About 20 years, Tone, you're going to be on the same version. You move up.
Tone.
Nah, but honestly, I mean, whatever you look for in a relationship, you gotta understand the value of what you're looking for. If you're just looking for money, then like what she said, like a nigga that got money don't give a fuck about money. I thought you whatever you want just to get you out of my face here, man. But ain't no value in that. Like a nigga that got money, that's like, so you're like, how do you value yourself? And then they sit there and say, I ain't gonna shut up, I ain't gonna do this. That's a woman that set her ways. She just want to be whatever the fuck she want to be and have
Like a
somebody pay for her
kid.
lifestyle. So
You gotta
like,
be what you looking for.
Sound like a
what?
big ass kid.
Yeah, like that's all it was. Like a kid, like that dead ass, like a kid. Just
I'ma have a
I
fit.
can't
I'ma
shut up.
act out until I get my way. Like the
Yeah,
Yeah,
hell.
yeah, that shit.
I hope y'all didn't miss what Queen Sheba just said. She just said you have to be what you looking for.
Okay.
Meaning you can't go out here and ask for all this stuff from a person and you're not willing to give it.
And relationships are
Is
about
that what that means? I did not know.
I'm sure you did. That's why I helped you, my friend.
All right, Stacey.
Relationships are about
So I'm
service.
going to be quick
I
about
was
this because we got a lot going on. We got a lot of people on here and it's taking forever. So I'm going to be quick about it. I like everybody's point of view and the thing about what KJ said about talking to your kids. And me as a child growing up, the televisions, I learned mainly from those, the television series and all that, because my mom was always working. I'm going to use YC, where it's ancient father, you know what I'm saying, in the household. So I love it when I see a man, a dad and a mom raising their kids right, talking to them, letting them know how it should be or what they need to be doing, you know what I'm saying, to live and to make your life better. So I truly love that the mother was talking to her. I don't know if I saw that she was grown, but I don't know if she had been, raising her, talking to her like this as a child growing up and all that. But I love when both parents are involved when it comes to relationships and telling people, the father telling the child, right, especially a young lady, what to look for in a man and all of that good stuff. So that part. So overall, I love it, and we should let the man lead, but don't be just telling the women shut up, and all that. It's a better way to talk to a woman. So that part.
All right. These next videos, KJ, you and Louis both sent kind of similar videos, so I'm gonna play both of them. They short though.
Can't sit here and pretend like we are the same as men. We're not. We're not. We can't wash men off. Period. No, I need you to hear me. We cannot wash men off. There will always be a remnant of the men that we've been with inside of our bodies for life. So if you are just filled with all of these different people, you know how many different soul ties, demon spirits you got in your body?
But so do men though.
No, men can wash us off.
Can you hand me your can?
Why? Thank you.
No, just hand it here. Now hand it to Jen. Now Jen, hand the can back to her. And hand it to me one more time. And I'm gonna hand it to you. Now take a sip.
It tastes the same.
Wait, take a sip. Okay, wait, listen. The contents and the inside taste the same. Now, what if I stick my finger in it? But wait, pause. What if I stick my finger in it, have Angelito, our producer, stick his finger in it, have Jen stick her finger in it? Do you think it'll taste the same? Would you want to drink it?
No.
That is the difference between when a man cheats and when a woman cheats. See, you can wipe the can off. Yes, but if I stuck
it. Yes, sir.
Agree with that.
All right, KJ, I'm gonna let you start this.
It spoke for itself. I think it spoke for itself. That example, when I saw that, I sent it to my daughters. I'm just telling you, you can argue with it, but that sample, you wasn't gonna drink that after you put that. If everybody put their finger in that can, she was so bold. Tastes the same, no difference. And you saw the look on her face, and he said, "Well, we're gonna stick our fingers in it."
Yeah.
All right, Gateway.
I'm gonna say this because I know how women look at the concept, right? So it ain't no right or wrong action for whatever the situation is. Right, wrong is wrong. However you want to, look at right and wrong, right? But you know what I'm saying? I have 2 daughters, so this is even to me for my daughter. Like I don't give a damn what the next nigga doing. I wouldn't care who he demonstrating with, what he doing. That ain't got nothing to do with what you need to be doing with yours. Like you only I used to tell women this all the time. You got a vagina between your legs, and I got this between mine. I only can control and got ownership of what I could do with mine. You can only control what you got to do with yours. I can't control that. I can't stick around long enough for you not to have ownership and do something on the side if you want to. With that all day. So for me to get caught up with that, but for the women, you know what I'm saying, just to see that like that it's a difference regardless of how you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Not even just talking about a morality standpoint, but just from a germ, that type standpoint. So when women be like, oh, if a nigga go do this and I do this, what's the difference? It's a big ass difference because that's up in you. You know what I'm saying? So forget what the nigga doing. You govern yourself. That's all I gotta say. When I seen that, I just thought it would be something to share with Lacey or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Jack says salute to the panel. Ricochet says black men don't cheat. And
Right.
Rodney said, what about if you put plastic around it?
He trying to get cussed out tonight. That's cute.
Go ahead, Stacy.
Yeah, I'm interested in ladies. What do y'all say?
Oh Lord, I don't know how to proceed this. And Rodney, we don't need your crazy comments tonight.
Or
But
Ricochet.
I'm gonna say soul ties is everything, y'all. You know what I'm saying? For real, it's a real thing. So, but men always got to make excuses for everything they do. You know, it's a fucking shame. But I'm gonna say to each his own. Y'all should be trying to stop cheating out here. It's so much shit out here that you can get, and just be great at not doing craziness. How about that? That part, y'all can have it.
All right, Queen Sheba.
It is very important that you have an honest conversation at the beginning of your relationship about what you actually want. You would be surprised at what people may rock with you on. We all would be stupid to think that just because we are in love with, I'm in love with my partner right now. Oh my God. I'm in a great relationship. Both of us would be stupid to think that we would not be attracted to anybody else ever again in the whole entire world. That's dumb. That's stupid thinking, right? So you got to make sure to lay on the table what is real to you, and fuck them if they can't hang for the rest of the world. What's good for you in your household is what's good for you in your household, and make sure that you make healthy decisions for you first. So
All right.
All right, Tara.
cheating is only
I'm gonna go ahead and say
person decide.
So I used to buy into this mentality, what they were doing with the soda can. I understand. But the problem is with the touching of the outside of the soda can, that's not what men are doing. Yes, we are being invaded. We are the garage and he is parking his car in there. But when he pulls his car out, if he was in an infected garage, he is infected. He gonna take his infection to every other garage that he goes to. So this is a very dangerous mentality when we running around here acting like it's just easy breezy for a dude to go and do some stuff. You are creating a soul tie with that woman. If she can have a soul tie to you, you can damn sure have one with her. It's not a one-sided thing. But men love, like Stacey was saying, men love to make up these excuses and make it seem like the shit that they do is cool and ain't no damage to it and ain't no harm caused by it and all this other foolishness. No, if you went up in there, you are connected to her too. Do you have a less likely chance of tripping off of it for the long term? Yes. Because as women, we secrete all kind of stuff in our brains, like virgins. Virgins are hooked and attached, usually emotionally, to a detriment when they lose their virginity to that person, because they've created all kind of new hormones in their brain they never had before. It's almost like heroin. And so for me, I think we got to get away from this mentality. It's not cool to be a whore if you are a man or a woman. And people can choose that for themselves. So that's my opinion. So let me not push my thought process on anybody else. I would hate for my daughter to have a body count of 200 ever in her life. I would hate for my daughter to be in a poly relationship. I believe in monogamy, but that's my thought process. So speaking as me, it's wrong no matter who does it. If you a dude having a thousand body count and a woman, both of you just nasty, trifling, filthy ass whores. To me, there's no difference. So say that shit.
All right, why to the
saddening? Hey, man, it sound like a bunch of urinary tract infections going on. Even if that nigga Got to be on point with who you choosing, because 95% of them bitches you choosing probably insane, ain't shit. So
Y'all are tripping. Y'all got way lower self-esteem than we do. Y'all are bugging.
hey, like Tara was saying, man, hey, you don't want to infect the garage type shit. You know, some real G shit.
Yeah, crazy.
You don't want to be like them people down there in Atlanta. So wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Really? That's
Oh my
funny.
God.
Wrap it up and choose wisely.
Hey, YB, Y to the B. Hey, Y to the C, Y to the Bay. Hey, I gotta ask you a question, man. So you know how they say if you ejaculate, if you sperm in a woman, right? If you shoot in a woman, right? That if she have kids, that she can have kids that look like a prior man from a relationship, right? They say that's scientifically, right? But I was wondering, if a man have a woman with another woman, can the baby look like the woman from the past relationship?
I'm looking that up right now because I ain't never heard that, Louis. And
What?
Yeah, I ain't never
never.
heard.
Yeah, y'all better look that shit up.
I'm doing it right now.
That's some voodoo shit going on.
But you know what? They
Nah,
also say
hey.
you can have a baby that looks like the person that you hated during your pregnancy too.
No,
So what?
no.
Nah, we
No,
talking about scientifically that you
I'm
got
talking
that
about
sperm
scientifically
inside
too.
of you.
The answer is no, Gateway. It can't. It won't. A man can't get another woman pregnant, and it's gonna be. He ain't gonna have nothing to do with the previous woman he slept with.
And neither will the other way around. This is cockamamie bullshit.
All right, Tasha.
Yeah, this is funny.
This is
I
the
think
best channel ever.
I think that the parts of that was absolutely true. I think that there's a difference between a planter and a grower, right? I think men sow seed and women nourish the seed and grow the seed that's been sown.
Breathe, Queen, breathe.
Yeah. So I definitely feel like there is a difference between the two. But I don't have anything other to say in regards to that, right? Like it's a difference between men and women. That's why they're different.
All right.
Back.
All right, next topic.
This is the reason why so many career-driven women have problems in the dating world.
You ain't met
Because,
the right one.
hold on. No, I'm just talking about as a whole, especially in the black community. The women that make this nice money, they are struggling. They are on TV talking about, oh, I'm gonna have a baby, but I'm gonna have it put in me because I can't find a man. Because really and we talked about, Ace, you talked about staying in your financial lane. For men, a lot of these women aren't staying in their physical lane or their mental lane when it comes to the men. Because now you want these men that make all this here money and do all of these here things for you, which is a very small percentage of men. If you say I want a man that make $100,000, you eliminated 85% of all men. 85%, that leaves you 15%. Half of that 15% is married. 7.5%, half of them gay. Or live an alternative lifestyle. Take that down to 3.5%, 4% that you got to choose from. Then you want him over 6 feet, 2%. He can't be obese, 1%. You don't like Sagittarius, Leos, or Cancers. Well, now you at 0.5% of a man that you got to look for. You got to find him, and then he got to like you back. That type of man that makes that type of money has requirements for a woman too that now you have to meet. This is why so many women are struggling that make money when they step out here into the dating world because they're unrealistic for their dating pool.
All right, Tara.
Yes, Lord. Okay, we just got through talking about this. This is what Queen Sheba was talking about. You have got this, and what's that dude that died from drinking too much Red Bull with the cult following? Kevin Samuels. You cannot be out here with nothing to offer talking about you need a 6-figure, 7-figure man. You got 5 baby daddies and 5 kids. And you got this long list of what a person has to be for you, and you cannot return any of it.
Yeah.
You're not bringing any of that in. That's what he's saying. We are unrealistic. Women have this list that's 27 pages long, front and back. When most men just walk into a relationship, and if you got a good conversation and maybe a pretty smile, they're willing to accept a lot about you that they may not love, and a little bit of things that they may not appreciate because they just want to build with you and they want to grow and they're more patient. And I'm talking about mature men who know how to treat a woman. And they're just, willing to do that. They don't write lists and they don't expect to get everything on it, but we do. And again, it's the conversation I've had with Flan a million times. We expect everything on that paper to be exactly what we get. And half of the time we can't produce a tenth of it. And then when that man comes and tell us what we need, we don't want to listen and we won't be quiet. Well, I swear for goodness, I'm out.
All right, Tasha.
I don't know. I mean, like, I think I've already said what I said in regards to this. I think it's the same type of thing. In my mind, I just feel like men and women are different. If you want a relationship that you want, it takes time to grow it, and people not willing to do what's necessary to grow a relationship. They think the grass is green on the other side, but the grass is green where you water it.
Absolutely.
All right, all
Absolutely.
right. Queen Sheba.
I think that people think equally yoked means that y'all have the same thing. Equally yoked means the same amount of effort. Y'all don't have to have, me and my partner don't bring the same thing at all. We live in two totally different worlds. My partner is a strict 9 to 5er corporate. I am an artist and, one of them free liberal tattoos everywhere, piercings all over my body, all that. You know what I mean? Artists, free thinker, tree hugger, and I bring something completely different than my partner does. So I think that relationships, like I've said 1,000 times tonight, are about service. And it's not about being exactly the same or bringing the exact same thing. If you want a partner, a man in a certain financial bracket and you're not in that financial bracket, then make sure that you're bringing something that is of interest or of value that could equate to that financial bracket.
All right. I think this topic, comment was for the last topic. Is that she said soul ties are real. Stop thinking that a condom will protect you. Just watch where you slide your poles and unlock your secure garage with we all adults. All right, Gateway.
Yeah, I feel like, man, he broke that down. That was the same. That's the same way I look at it. So a lot of times when women be throwing all that out, I know they delusional. When you like, if you got a good dude that genuinely love you and that rock with you a certain way and that'll put his life on the line and give you his last, man, listen. All that extra stuff y'all on talking about if he don't got this and he ain't doing this, you done lost your damn mind, man. Because first of all, you gotta understand to even take on a relationship with a woman, that's a whole responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like a man gotta be ready to die, ready to kill, ready to give his last, ready everything under the sun. He got to devote his everything, everything that he in his existence to this person, man. You know what I'm saying? That in itself is a honor among honors that a woman should, you know what I'm saying, hold on with value to, because a man don't expect a woman to do the same thing for him that he might do. He might expect her to help out with some money here or there, to, cook him something to eat, but a man can't expect for you to die for him. He can't expect for you to go kill somebody for him. He can't expect for you to go, the most extreme things you're never gonna have to be faced with. You feel what I'm saying? So if I choose you to be willing to lose my life or to put you before my own kids or whatever the case situation may be, you damn right you finna have to show me you gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, show me what it is. Cause other than that, I'm not gonna sign up for somebody who halfway stepping for me and I'm willing to put in that work. You got that. I'm cool on that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't fair for me. It's like the lady said, that's unequally yoked. It's about compatibility and the effort you gonna put in. If you're not willing to rock with me the way that I know I'm willing to rock with you, then you know what I'm saying. So all that other stuff that people be talking about, oh, here, this, You gonna be single. You gonna die by yourself.
All right, why to the
Hey, bro, used the word unrealistic, but I'm gonna give you a better word: ungrateful. I swear to God, bro was describing that 95% ain't shit bitches, and 95% of them are ungrateful. And let me explain. You can go to war, go get this bitch everything she want, the stars, the moon, the sun, Pluto, bring it back to her. Guess what? She still ain't gonna be happy. You got all these war wounds, you bleeding, you sweating, you crying, and guess what? She still ain't satisfied. So with that being said, bruh just describing what I be describing every week. You know what I'm saying? That 95%, and a huge part of getting in that 95% is not being appreciative of what you got, because you'll never get everything you completely want in one
Never.
person ever. But just
Yep.
say let's just say somebody in that 95% do. Guess what? She gonna burn the house down and get rid of the nigga. The closest thing she got to perfect, just because she feeling some type of way, she gonna burn all that shit down, fuck the house, fuck where she staying, and just go off into the wilderness. So yeah, more to the story
Lisa
is,
left us.
instead of just saying unrealistic, he should have said ungrateful. And that's what most bitches are, ungrateful.
KJ?
Yeah. So, right now, African American women are the most highly educated in the United States. They
Facts.
have some of the highest paying jobs, in the
Facts.
United States. And that's where those numbers come in at. So I'll kind of ask you, Queen, because you kind of, in your opening, you considered yourself an alpha female. And if you don't mind, is your man an alpha? Or
100%.
you so you not an alpha female when you're around him?
It depends on what's going on. It depends
And,
on.
and how does that work in relation to? I mean, I'm asking because I'm, like I said, even, women struggle with, how can you find that man that's going to meet that same level as you when the numbers just don't, the numbers just not there.
What
If
do
you
you?
talking about a man that I'm jumping. So let's say if you're a female and you making, 100-some thousand dollars a year, if only 3% of, if only 1%, 2% of black men make that amount, how do you adjust yourself to still be the woman and let him lead in that environment, or don't you? And this ain't picking on you. I'm just kind of curious with, like I said, you've done some things, you've accomplished some things, you gonna make something happen. So how would you tell somebody else to adjust in that relationship? Is he just as successful as you?
My partner is
Because
in.
and this one, I don't say this before, because essentially we're telling women, hey, if you're making a lot of money, you need to date the dude downrange. You need to find a dude that make 40, 30, because there's the dude making more than you, it's gonna be hard to find him. So how do they settle with that? So that's kind of where I'm going in my question. Did that make sense where I'm going? I dropped a few things.
Okay, a couple things.
Yeah.
Um, um, not me example. I have a friend who is a black woman, a VP of a bank, and her partner, a man, is a tattoo artist. Money's funny, comes and goes, but he makes sure she does not want, do, lift, nothing. He fixes things around the house. He has another skill set where he is equally yoked, where she doesn't have to worry about. I can't explain it. His skill set is different than her skill set. So if
He a man.
he's a man,
Is
he's a
she
man.
financing everything though? Essentially.
Probably. I don't get into their business, but probably. But she is happy. They don't complain. They're married. I believe she paid for the wedding, like her side of the family, but I think that's normal.
That's what
However,
we're. Yeah.
yeah, I think that's normal. But however, my partner is a multimillionaire. So, but they're not in my field. They're in construction, which is a whole nother thing, right? You know what I mean? So we don't even I'm a complete artist. So even though I do well as an artist, we don't even relate on that. So it's not it's never a competition. It's never even a, a discussion of. So when I'm in my partner's world, of course I'm more submissive because that's not my world. And when my partner's in my world, they're my partner's more submissive because that's not their world. You know what I mean? So it's okay to have that push and pull, that tug and I don't mind at all because
Let me ask you, sorry. Can I ask you a question? The brother, I don't know your name. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Jay.
How you doing? The are you intimidated by women who make more money than you? Would- could that work in a relationship for you, or if a woman made more money than you?
I haven't really ran into too many. You
Oh,
know,
well, you need to move to Atlanta.
and I probably, believe me, I said the next one is not going to be somebody that I got to build up. You know,
yeah.
I'm lucky enough to be on that on a different tier, but that's something I wonder how will I navigate that? Like, you know, how would I navigate if she got enough money to pay for everything? You know, she make twice what I make.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff like that. I do wonder how that dynamic, you know, would work with me because I've always been in that role that I've been the provider.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
I hope that you find therapy and counsel wherever you find counsel that money is not your value. It's
well,
Yeah.
not.
It
well,
really
this
depends on
conversation is
what
more
you
about
value in a relationship.
Right. It depends on what you value.
right.
And I've learned that the money's not let me tell you, let me be real clear with y'all real quick. Tasha and I were close friends with Malcolm Jamal Warner, right? I'm talking about we were friends with him. Money's not the value, y'all. He died
Hell
like
no.
that on vacation.
Yeah,
And he was a millionaire. He wasn't filthy rich, but he was comfortable and his wife didn't have to do shit. So if you worried about how you're going to interact with your partner because they make more money than you, I beg y'all to find value in something in you, in yourself other than money.
I was really more
Because
worried about how to coach my daughters who are
Mm,
doing much better than the men in their age group. You know,
yeah.
my daughters
Come on,
are
y'all.
making a
It's
lot more money than
8:45.
the guys in their age group, and I'm trying to coach them on how to navigate that. Is really what I was more like the question was, because when you said you was alpha, I was like, you know, my daughters, you know, they out here, they making it happen. They, you know, making, you know, almost six figures. You know, and them
but
trying to see these guys,
alpha doesn't mean that I'm
they
an
got the same
asshole.
mentality about they fight for that same 1 or 2%, which is what the base of this video was like. Women are fighting over the same 2%, 3% of guys.
Mm.
That you
Because
line
they
a
all
hundred
have
guys up, they
ridiculous
all for
lists
the same
that
two
they
or
need to
three.
get rid of. That's what
Yes.
the video was about.
Yes.
All
It's
right,
way
say,
that number of men grows when you stop saying everybody got to be seven figures.
all
Right,
right.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Let,
saying.
let me let Stacey answer so we can go to this next topic. Mhm.
And I didn't even know very much.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. Yeah, women are more now independent and stuff. What I will say is, yeah, men are coming with. If this computer don't shut up, sorry, y'all. Can y'all hear that? My
Uh-uh.
computer talking. Okay,
Nope.
sorry.
Uh-uh.
Okay, so what I'm gonna say is women do have, well, I'm going to say the more mature women nowadays don't come with a full list, you know what I'm saying? But they thoroughly know who and what they want. You got me? But yeah, these I'm gonna say women they try to say I want this, want that. I agree with the video, whatever. And men do they're not so complicated. But when I say when you meet your person, you guys need to level up together and know each other and know
Okay.
how to complement each other. It's not about who makes more or who's not making the money. You guys can accomplish a lot together by growing and knowing each other. So that part.
Hey, Tom Bone, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Hey, look, with the Queen Sheba lady, ma'am, that was a great answer. I really resonate with a lot of things you said. I truly feel like nowadays people get married for every reason outside of actual love. Like they don't love the person that they with. They with them for the circumstances, right? But
Mhm.
circumstances change every day. Something can happen, and like you say, your guy's in a certain position. Something can happen, Lord forbid, and it ain't that no more. You gotta beat her through that. You
Mhm.
gotta see through that. Like you say, like the other situation, you saying like, well, she do this and he do that. It's like a barter system in the household. You hear me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's about us being together and
That's
attacking the world together. Baby, you good at this and I'm good at that. Let's do this together.
the
No
part.
Mm-hmm.
matter what the bank account look like, no matter what this like, cause like you put all that shit into it, now you got the worldly shit into it, and then you bring worldly shit into a God situation. It's where you're gonna fail every time. Cause like
Yeah.
a marriage, a commitment, and all that shit, like if you really own it, like that's some God shit. That's some shit like family and sitting down and doing, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like a lot of time now, like what you said, people just value money more than they value people,
Yeah.
and like money is replaceable, but you can't
People
get
know.
that person back.
You're
Mm-hmm.
right.
Come
Yeah.
on.
All right, Tom. Look, Tom, this next topic of yours, Tom, I'm gonna get you before you drop off. Here we go. Here we go.
You are not going to tell me that the only thing a man gets from a woman is nasty sex.
How am I not going to tell you that?
Okay.
So you tell me what a man feel he get. No, since you know what a man feel a man get, tell me what a man feels he get. Tell me.
Love that y'all making the point.
Tell me what a man feels he get, Azar.
I'm not a man, so I'm not going to speak for a man.
I'm up out of here.
I.
You just spoke for a man.
All right, Toe Ball.
I just truly thought that was interesting because it'd be a lot of time, even on this show, both ways, but a lot of time, all men want this, or men saying what women want, and not listening to women say certain things, or women not listening to men say certain things, right? Like, to where you gotta be able to, like, accept the criticism of whatever's going on, and then understand that even though you may not exhibit something that looks a certain way in your life, it may not look the same, but it probably is the same, just based off attitude, emotion, and energy alone, right? So like a lot of times, like I thought it was funny because he got up and walked away. Some shit I would have did, you know what I'm saying? But also, but like truly, like as far as I don't know what the topic was as far as them, you know what I'm saying? He's saying the only thing a man get is nasty sex. That's subjective. Cause some bitches ain't that nasty. Um. So
Oh, that's why
yeah.
it's subjective.
That part. That's the only reason.
Nah, it ain't the only reason, but
Good
yo,
point, Tom.
nah. But at the same time, if a man speaking and saying men, like it's like with men like this, men like this, men like this. No, men don't like. But you got a dick
Yes.
now.
That's
You
what
got
I
the
said.
motions of a man. You got the testosterone. You got everything that come with it.
Point.
If you do, then you could tell how a man emotion work. But women and men emotion and logic work differently. I don't give a fuck how much a woman study. I don't give a fuck how close to a feminine side to do this. Our emotions and our logic is just it's designed to work differently. We're not gonna. I'm not trying to understand a woman at all. I'm just trying to work with her.
Mm.
All
You
right.
don't think it takes understanding? Oh, okay, I'm not even. Nope.
Like,
Mm-mm.
no, but I understand. See, now, come on, HR lady. Understand as far as a general understanding, that's natural. But trying to truly understand where a woman is coming from and all these emotions and shit, some shit I just ain't got time for. To where I rather figure out the logic side of how to deal with it and help you through it and walk with it through you than try to figure out what the fuck is going on in your head. Because I will never get there.
All right.
Okay,
Gateway.
I can accept that.
That
Yeah,
is.
I think that's the difference. See, what we go wrong at is, first of all, what we first go wrong at is thinking that we know what somebody else is thinking or feeling without really asking that person what you thinking and what you feeling. That's where we mess up out the gate. Like you can't start nothing on that foundation. Anything that you build on that foundation is gonna be bad because you already prejudging and have preconceived notions of what it is that you even thinking, and perception is reality. So your experience might be completely different from my experience. So if I don't explain my experience to you, you would never even have no form of understanding anything I'm saying. But A man and a woman is not each other's equal. So y'all need to quit. Everybody need to get that out their head. We are not equals. A man and a man could be each other equal. A woman and a woman could be each other equal, but a man and a woman each other perfect opposites. You everything and I'm not, and I'm everything that you not. That's what make the whole. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna move, think, and act differently than me, just the same way I'm move, think, and act differently than you. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like Tone said. I will never feel the emotions that you feel behind my actions in the same exact fashion because I'm not built like you. I'm not supposed to. I'm way more stern. I'm way more gangster than you probably ever be in your life. So I won't even. You might cry if your dog get ran over by a car. I might be like, damn, that's fucked up, and keep it moving like nothing happened. It's a difference, right? But at the same time, I might have things like respect and things like that I feel like you feel about an emotional thing. You feel what I'm saying? And you got to understand how I'm feeling about this and how I take this. You know, it's just about understanding each other and understanding the differences in the person that you with. And I think that what he displayed on that was he saying when she was saying, well, I understand. And he was just like, you can't understand where I'm coming from. And I think that that's where a lot of relationships go wrong for men and for women.
All right, Miss Tasha.
Uh, I don't know what drove him to the point where that he was so angry where he had to leave. You know, like it would have been interesting to see more of the clip, but that whole little thought process of feeling like um you can step into somebody else's shoes is different for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. I can only sympathize or empathize with you. And so it's hard for me to even do that. But I do know that I try not to put myself in a situation where I lose myself completely. I can be so angry where I lose myself completely. And that's the part that really kind of stood out to me. I'm a mother of a son and I got 5 brothers. And there's in no position where I want my brothers or my son to lose themselves completely or they have to just be out of themselves. And so that part just kind of stood out. But yeah, that all of that is real interesting.
All right, Darlene said we must remember all men and women are not the same.
That's right.
Remember, keyword is some men and women. We are not the same. Thanks. And Rodney says not the dog. Oh, not the dog. All right,
I
why to
know
the
that's right.
why
That's
to
good.
the
Yeah. Hey man, I agree with Louis. You know what I'm saying? Like we complete total opposites. I look at it like a car battery, man. Positive and negative. You gotta have both of them bitches for the car to go, right? So I think the way you be successful in making that car go, metaphorically speaking, a committed relationship, is you gotta find common ground. And the way you find that common ground is through effective communication and most of all, appreciation. If you got them two, I believe y'all can work through that shit. But on another note, just listening to bruh in the video, he sound like a bitch ass nigga. And he
Thank
left.
you.
And he left. Like
Thank you.
real niggas that's standing on principle and how they really living ain't that emotional. And they ain't finna walk away from no confrontation like that. You know what I'm saying? So just his whole tone, the way he was responding, and knowing he left, he a bitch ass nigga. But besides that, just more to the story. Yes, Louis right. We complete, total different opposites. You can't think and feel what I feel, and I can't think and feel what you feel. But if we locked in, and if we gonna move forward successfully, we gotta have effective communication. Not just communication, not just talking to be talking. I'm talking to be building, like spiritual pyramids around this mofo. And then not only the communication, you gotta have appreciation. Gratitude should always be the attitude. Meaning, when shit don't go your way, you still rocking with this mofo, right or wrong. That's called unconditional love. That means you with me no matter what. You feel me? So that's my
There's no such
point of
thing as
view.
all right.
unconditional love.
Go
Everybody's
ahead,
got
Queen
a
Sheba. Go ahead.
there's no such thing as unconditional love. Everybody's got conditions. That's what this whole discussion is about. The conditions of why I would love you: money, finances, height, color, weight, where are you at, religion, origin, all of that. There's no such thing as unconditional love. But yeah, anyway, that's
I mean, unconditional love exists. People just don't practice it. How about that? I mean, I'm with you because it's not out here. People don't do it. Like everybody got conditions, but it is a thing. Just people choose not
I
to
think
do
the
it,
closest we have to it is being a parent.
and that's the thin line.
Depending on how your kids turn out, you show them right.
You're right.
All right, Stacy.
Oh.
I think I truly agree with everybody who's went thus far. I'm going to say he needs therapy. First of all, the way he stormed off and all of that. But that's a lot of what's going on now. We as people, some of us frown upon therapy, but we truly all need some form of therapy. So I'm going to let y'all be great, and that's going to be it.
All right, Tara.
That was definitely, I couldn't wait for my turn for me to say that because this dude, I don't like men who cannot control their emotions. I'm not saying that men cannot have emotions. I'm not saying that they can't experience anger and joy and sadness and all of that stuff. But when you wow with it, like he was screaming at her and then I'm leaving and storming off, he's very unpredictable. And y'all know my situation with my ex-husband. I don't do, after being in a violent situation and being a domestic violence survivor, I don't play with men who are unhinged like that. That makes me very uncomfortable. So I didn't like that. I also think the way I took this video, everything that y'all said is right. The way I took this video is the fact that he was saying men. I thought he was generalizing men and saying men don't get anything from women but nasty sex. Nothing else can they not do for themselves except for the nasty sex, for heterosexual men anyway. And so to me, that's why she was saying that. She might have brothers or a father or best friends or have had many male guests on her podcast that told her what they get from me. So her reaction was, no, that's not what all men think. That's not what men think. That's not the only thing that men get from women, because she's had other men tell her that they get other things, than that. And so for him, he turned it into, because I think he couldn't win that argument, he turned it into something else to start saying, are you a man now? You can tell me what a man thinks? No, but I can tell you what every other man I've ever had the same conversation with or asked the same question with told
She
me.
should have
So
stated
I
that at
know
that point.
subjectively you might think that. But when you say that's what men think, now you want to speak for all men, and I can tell you you're wrong based on what other men have told me. So I'm with Miss Tasha. I wish I could have seen more of the clip too, a little bit before and then after, because if he was speaking about men or speaking on behalf of men, then he is wrong. Because I also have heard other things from men. So we got to be kind of careful about how we pile on somebody when we don't have the whole story.
All right.
I just want to get this off my chest real quick. Listen, you know what I'm actually learning in the midst of like conversations and shit like that? I'm learning that a lot of these men out here don't actually like women. And yes, I'm talking about the heterosexual males dating and marrying women. They don't actually like women. They just enjoy having one. So if you remove all of the benefits of the romance, these niggas don't want the responsibility of actually figuring out who you are as a person. I'll take it a step further. Remove all of the superficial shit, the sex, the cooking, and cleaning. These niggas don't even want to talk to you. That's why you can date a man and he still treat you like you ain't shit. That's why you can marry a man who never took the time to study who you were. He can't tell your favorite color, nothing. And it's terrifying because this is something most men cannot see in themselves. They don't even like you. They're craving submission over companionship. This is why platonic friendships don't last. The moment you need that nigga to tap in emotionally, you're too emotional. The moment you got a boundary that does not benefit him, you're too independent. My best advice, if you want love, date the man who likes you.
All right, Tara.
Okay, I love this video so much. I really appreciate him being honest. I think that we've seen enough on this podcast alone. Let's even talk about any other conversations we may have had or relationships we may have been in. We've seen on this podcast alone that a lot of men do not like women. I've seen men lately on social media just talk specifically Black women, talk so bad about us. We ain't ish. I've seen them in the comments saying, if I didn't need to F them, or if I didn't need them to create my children, I would never. Like literally, I've seen men say this and type this up for the world to see. And if you ask a lot of men, the first thing they're saying, I need somebody to shut the fuck up. Again, when you're saying that that's what you need first and foremost from a person, you can't like them. You should like the sound of your girl's voice. You shouldn't want some deaf, blind, mute motherfucker just to impregnate and walk around the house and stare at the corner. So I think we have a lot of men who are mad at us. You got men who are mad at us because they think we've had life easy. They say things like, oh, women get into the clubs for free. And women are the ones that always got to get asked out, or the majority, girls is changing things now, but women are always the ones that get to avoid rejection because we got to do this. They're so mad, but you forget, back in the day, we couldn't vote. Back in the day, we couldn't work. Back in the day, we couldn't even have a social security number. Our social security number was our husband's with an A behind it. We have not always had it easy. And now we're coming into this era where there's so much anger towards us for things that some things we can control, some things we cannot, because we weren't even alive when the shit was happening. And men these days are just, I don't know, fed up with us and disgusted by us and irritated with us in such a way that they could jump off and be like, bitch, shut up. Shut the fuck up talking to me. We saw it earlier on this show. And fun and games, cool. But when you sound angry for real and you sound mad for real, and that's how you talk to a woman who went, she didn't hit you. She didn't steal money from you. She might be irritating you a little bit, but you take it all the way there. Absolutely. It's a whole lot of men that don't like us right now. And they are vocal about it and don't care who see it.
All right, KJ.
I agree with y'all. Dude definitely crashed out. I mean, we done moved on to dude saying that some people do. I can believe that. I gotta agree with Tara on some things. There's been, and that goes on both sides though. You got women that think men ain't shit, and I think it comes from bad energy in, bad energy out, people trying to get something out of a relationship, and then you're not getting with somebody that wants the same things. This is a sore topic. This is a sore topic. Amongst people. Because it does happen. It does make it. I'm just gonna go and agree with what Tara said. How she moved and how she explained.
Hey, we gotta bring out cupcakes and ice cream and balloons for that shit. You say you agree with Tara? We need to celebrate that. That's a milestone on this show.
The way she explained it, because it happened both ways. And there are people, I do know people that operate that way. They don't been, people that trauma. They have been, hurt different ways, and hurt people. If you don't resolve your stuff. So.
Yeah. All right. What to the sick of the big boogers?
You feel me? Make it happen around here. It ain't no shoulda, woulda, couldas. Hey, check it out. In the great words of the Damu homie, like soon as I come to my senses. You hear me? And I just say that to say most niggas ain't trying to get to know no bitch. You know what I'm saying? Eve fucked that up with Adam and Eve when she, you know what I'm saying, got bamboozled by the snake, and she just fucked it all up, and all bitches, 95% of them want shit after that, after she bit the apple type shit. But yeah, most of the time, after the nigga bust that nut, hey, bitch, all right, what else you good for type shit. Unless that nigga really on that type of time, and that goes back to what I was saying in the last video, effective communication rule the nation. That's how you start to figure some shit out, and you can get some tools to work with and build with, and you know what I'm saying, make your next move your best move type shit. But yeah, hey, it's like as soon as I come to my senses straight up.
You on that good
That's
shit.
funny as shit.
Stacy.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Men are so disgusted about women, mainly because women feel they're so independent and they don't need a man, but truly they do. So I feel that is primarily the reason. But yeah, we can go to the next.
Gateway Louis.
Yeah, I don't understand the type, like, I don't vibrate low. So things that's low vibration to me, I don't even allow my brain to even entertain. Like, I don't even like allow myself to even like think no farther into something that I know that ain't even for me, right? So when people talk about ain't shit, bitches and niggas and all. I don't even surround myself with people like that. I don't deal with people like that. I don't function with people like that. And I can see, I don't even have to, I can feel people like that. So I don't have to see you. I don't have to look at you. I don't have to really even talk to you. I can just feel your energy. And I'm already know not to even deal with you. So I don't really deal with people like that. But as far as for what he's saying, like I hate lame ass niggas. I'm just say that, right? Like, right. I heard what he's saying. I heard what he's saying, right? But you can't speak for real niggas though. You can't unanimously say like, oh, men don't this and these men. Like, come on, man. Speak for the niggas that you around and the people that you around and what you doing and how you moving and whatever you doing. But you got some real men out here that value queens, man. Now we ain't gonna value no tramp or no buzzer or no runner or nothing like that because she ain't mine. She for everybody. You feel what I'm saying? But if you talking about a queen that's coming in your life and making your life better and more valuable and bringing purpose and all, how can I not love and like a woman like that? Like you must be like, that's what I'm saying. Like if you ain't that type of woman, then you don't fall into that class. If you ain't that type of dude, then you don't fall in that type of class. I don't even entertain things that's beneath my class. And with that, I'm gone from it.
All right, Tone Bone.
Hey, look, Tone feel like what Louis was saying, right? Well, Bone feel like Louis was saying, right? So shit, I love it, Louis. I swear to God, I tell people all the time, like, cause my mind can't even think like that, bro. I am not even entertaining that shit. You hear me? Um, but to go on a different level, I feel like Stacey, I really wanted to hear your answer because I just knew, like you was finna say something. You was finna get on niggas heads. Pause. If that's a pause, but yeah. But I feel like Stacey let us off the hook. I truly understand this. I truly was just saying the other day, right? I'm like, it's motherfuckers, it's men, they girl will straight get their hair done. And then they be like, baby, you notice anything different? And nigga be like, no. Like, how
Yep.
the fuck you don't know your girl got her hair done?
Yep.
How you don't know if your woman got something done to her face? How you don't know if your woman look different? When you're like, oh, I see her every day. The fact that you see her every day and something is different, that shit should be alarming. Not
You're a
alarming,
lame.
but like, not alarming, but like, nigga, I know I see you every day. Your fucking face don't look the same. Like straight up, right? So with what dude's saying, like I agree in the sense of a lot of men, a lot of niggas, period, a lot of dudes don't give a fuck about what a woman interest is because nowadays more women are showing more interest in money than the actual dude. So as a nigga, and I tell my I try to put this in my little sister and then pause. Like definitely pause. Ain't no incest shit, but like try to
My
tell my little
God.
sister. Tell my little sister, like, tell him on some like when you fuck with a nigga for money, you like an employee. The moment he
Fact.
done with you, the moment you can't fulfill what he need, he gonna go and find somebody else to replace that. You hear me? So don't be looking at his paper. Like that nigga for him. But like what dude say, get somebody that like you. Get somebody that'll look at you the way no other man would look at you. Get somebody that'll treat you the way no other man would treat you. Now the thing ain't that he's special, ain't that he this, ain't that he that. It's just that's the way this nigga see you. You know,
Facts.
you know he ain't looking at no other woman this way because shit, you ain't never fixed me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you really gotta get a nigga that like you because nowadays it's a money thing and as men it's illogical. So where if you want like what Rick Ross said, you want women shooting in the gym, you ain't finna get the bag, but I could toss you something to shut you up. I could
Hey
toss you something to
Tom.
get you to go about your way.
Hey Tom, you know what that make? You know what happens when they be teaching our young ladies that stuff, man. It's like when a man ain't when he broke, right, and he ain't got nothing, and the women don't want to mess with him, but soon as he get that paper and women want to mess with him, it make
Yeah,
you treat a
man.
woman a certain type of way.
It
You
do,
feel what I'm
hey, bro.
saying?
Hey, I
Yeah,
swear I swear, Louis, I said in my life I gotta marry a woman. I gotta fall in love before I hit my peak as
fact,
far as financial ability goes.
facts.
Financial ability, because if I make it to financial stability where I'm good right here and ain't no woman next to me, I can't trust no woman.
You can't.
Like I
But
can't
you
Bet
can
trust.
trust
not.
a woman that'll stay with you while you broke. Like, do y'all listen to yourselves?
No, no,
This woman,
Tara, listen to me,
this
listen to me.
woman might
Hold
literally
on, hold
have
on, hold on.
bills to
Man,
pay,
I
and you
wouldn't give a
cannot help
Hold
fuck.
her.
on, Tara, hold on. Look what I'm saying. Look, let's say, like right now, it ain't, but let's say I'm on a bus and I got a girl that'll jump the bus with me and do whatever she need to do with me, and then like 6, 7 years down the road, now I got no problem with like I done came into something, I done made shit happen. I got no problem with doing everything I need to do for her because like shit, she done seen me on the bus. To where if I lose this shit again, I know she'll jump the bus with me. Cause like so there's no question in that, right? But the one that I the one that ain't worked, now I done made it up. I got a couple of them. Now she won't come back. Cause I got the money now. Bitch, I don't trust you. Cause if I lose it again, you gonna go. So I'm not gonna treat you like I love you. I'm gonna treat you like a business partner, an employee. The moment I'm tired
Okay.
of you, I'm
I
gonna
can
get
feel
something
that. I
else.
can feel that. So we talking about a dude who got a job and just may not be rich. We ain't talking about some dude that stay in his mama basement ain't doing nothing with himself.
Nah,
We
man,
okay. Cause
you
y'all
know
be
a
asking
difference
for a
between.
lot,
Hey,
boy. I swear.
look. There's a difference between a nigga that ain't shit and a man that's trying.
And I ain't shit.
Yeah.
Fact.
Bro, watch
Fact.
this.
Like a man that's trying, he always doing something. He always got a job. He always trying to figure it out. He just ain't got the right thing figured out yet. But he's fucking trying. You see, he ain't at home all day playing no fucking game.
Right.
All right, yeah, let me do the last topic of the day.
Yeah,
I think this from you, Tom.
I think unfortunately, man, a lot of men would rather be miserable than vulnerable. And rewind. It's the truth. Let me sit over here. I don't want to sit by him. A lot of men would rather be miserable than vulnerable. And what I mean by that is a lot of us suffer from the I'm cool syndrome. I'm good syndrome. When in reality, we know exactly what it is that we want from you, and we be hoping that you figuring it out one day instead of us just sitting you down and saying, look, baby, I need this from you. And a lot of women, especially a woman that's in a relationship, a woman that loves you, if you're able to have that kind of open communication, say, baby, I need, again, not want, not would like, not possibly, I need this from you. She gonna make it her mission to meet you there.
Boom.
I lost a few situations in life, past and currently. You know what I mean?
Darlene
Not
said,
being
stand by
honest,
that man. Stand
not
by
being not being open about what I got going, right? And that's just based on what I am and who I am. No past experiences like when I did rap with a motherfucker, not only just females, but anybody. You rap with somebody, they tend to use that shit against you. Or they remind you of when you was fucked up. Or they remind you, oh nigga, you wouldn't even had this without me. You hear me? I don't want to give nobody the motherfucking pleasure of looking me in my face and say, if I didn't do this, you wouldn't have this. You know what I mean? So that ideal can spill over into shit that it shouldn't even touch. That ideal can disrupt relationships that I should value or cherish or treat differently based on what I'm thinking because I don't wanna open up. I'd rather sit here and take 50 goddamn me blood pressure pills, let my fucking hurt thin out and all that before I say, hey, I need you for this, right? And it's a sick thing. It's a sick thing. Something I'm definitely addressing now in life with family, with relationships. Like just hey, mommy, I need hey, babe, I ain't got it. Or babe, it ain't this right now. Babe, I gotta do this. And as men, we need that discipline. Because hey, what I see what you say about who you called you said a Damu brother. So what would Boosie be? Boosie and Damu.
No, I'm talking about Weezy.
Yeah, I know you talk about Weezy who, but what would Boosie be? I need to give Boosie a cool name.
Oh
Uh
shit, Boosie just a gangster.
yeah, the gangster Boosie say say bosses know you gotta cut it off at one time. Cause you know it was not cut off at fun time because we know it was bad at one time. You get what I'm saying? Like as men, we gotta be disciplined in that. You get what I'm saying? Knowing when to chill out, knowing when not to do it. So the thing is, like, entrusting somebody with that, like, it requires a lot more than just telling them what's going on. It requires a lot of trust on a building level, on a, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's way more intricate than what women would say. Like, oh, if you know, like, it's a lot to go into it. But if you got a motherfucker that's with you and you know she got you, and you know 9 times out of 10, you know you got the female like she'll rock with you, she'll do whatever for you. So just go ahead and open up with her and talk with her and sit her down, keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? That's your partner. When you look at her, you should be seeing you. When she look at you, she should be seeing her. So there's nothing y'all should keep from each other. Now, if it ain't that, then fuck that. Don't tell nobody shit.
The link said communicate. A closed mouth cannot get the correct response or help he wants and needs. All right, what to the
Yeah, man, keep boiling down to what I've been talking about for the past 3 videos. Effective communication, rule the nation. I swear to God. And the way you be effective with your communication, it got to be rooted in honesty. So, to piggyback off what the video talking about, man, yeah, if you express yourself, that's how you get all what you need out and give her the necessary information to work with. But it's up to the other party to rise to the occasion and step up to the plate. And shit, most bitches ain't stepping up to that plate. They finna just respond and react to what you said. But what about you? What you ain't doing this, and you need to do this too, type shit. But if you got a queen, you know what I'm saying? If you got a queen that's gonna on your side, she gonna rise to the plate and do her best to make that happen. But 95% of bitches ain't queens. You feel me? So she just gonna respond. Matter of fact, not respond. She just gonna react and point the finger and tell you what you need to do. And you just out here bleeding and pouring your heart out like, I need you to do this. Well, I need you to do this type shit. So, hey, but the way you be successful besides that is effective communication, ruling the nation, and making sure that shit is rooted in honesty and gratitude, and then make y'all next move your best move so y'all can be flyed in a jet with a whole lot of jet fuel. You feel me?
I cannot.
YC. So like, that 95%, that's like one in every what?
Shit, man, that's like
It's like 7 out of every 8.
That's like finding the diamond in the rough in the Lion King. You feel? That's like putting the camel through the eye of a needle. You feel?
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, well, go ahead, KJ.
The men show tonight.
Y'all know, I've said the same thing. I got a group of men that I talk to. There may be some things I may share with my lady, but any big problems I got a group of men that I talk to. And I would advise any man to do that. It's unfortunate. It would be you. I'm playing the odds. Yeah, it would be beautiful. If you got a woman that's gonna not take that moment of weakness and try to bring it back in some type of way or use it against you or something. But I found it better suited that I have a group of men that I can talk to, and you'll be surprised if you got a good group, a nice some mature men around you that have been there, done that, seen that stuff. They'll help you navigate it, and you won't even though you reaching and you because when you start get to that point, you panicking about something. You stressing when you like, okay, I need to share why I'm weak right now. And before you do that, find you a group of men that you can go and you can confide in, and they confide in you, and you'll find a answer, and you don't have to put yourself. It's unfortunate, and I know ladies, you don't like hearing this, but it's unfortunate, because if you put yourself in that position, a woman that is part of that 95%. You talking about you saying 95 out of 100, they're innate is going to be okay. You're failing in some type of way. There's a chink in the armor, and when you got a chink in the armor, you not that knight in shining armor like you're supposed to be, and then that makes it less likely to respond to your plans and what you want to do, and where you trying to lead us to. That's my advice. That's my response.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Stacey. Yeah. Yes,
So, these questions are repetition, I would say. Yeah, it's all about, again, effective communication, being there for your mate, and you guys working it out together. Being the king, being the queen, all of that, and just living life and doing it together, growing together. That's what we should be doing. If it ain't that, hey, you don't need to be in the situation on that part.
All right, Tara.
Okay, I want to say this as nicely as possible because this is triggering me. It's ridiculous to me that a man would choose to be miserable, like literally in his soul and his spirit and his mind, miserable than to be vulnerable if he has a woman he's in a relationship with. Guys, I just want to give you some advice from a woman, take it or leave it. Stop making these females your gal if you don't trust her. You can stay in the dating phase with her. But until you get to that point where you don't need to go and always have a guy group, or you out here telling other friends, females, and everybody else what you going through, but you can't tell your girl, why is she your girl? Because the moment that she becomes your girl, she's elevated above all your female friends and your male friends and your family too. If you cannot talk to her, if she is not your first choice, your ride or die, she shouldn't yet be your woman. That's not a place she should be holding. There should never be a space where you have a significant other or a wife and you talking about you rather be miserable than vulnerable. Then you chose incorrectly and you need to do something about that. But you should always, if you got a woman or a girl, be able to say, baby, I need this, and be at your most vulnerable. If you don't trust her to not throw it back in your face, she shouldn't be girl status yet. So please make better choices and please stay single and in the dating phase until you know everything you need you can get from her. Or at least try. People change. In 10 years, she might become that. She might become that type of person. I hope not for you. But you could avoid all of this. I don't want any human being, but especially men with this new emotional awakening that they're having, to be miserable and feel like that's the only way. You don't have to take shit from any woman that's not treating you right. You don't have to keep going around in circles with a woman who is showing you she don't care and she's not going to change. Choose your happiness. We do. We as girls, we are told every day, choose your happiness. Go out here and find somebody to make you happy. Why should you suffer as a man? Stop doing it to yourself. Be single until you find your queen. And then we don't have to listen to videos like this.
My bad. Look, I'm over here talking. Last person, Louis. Gateway.
Yeah, man. I'm rocking with what Tara said. If I can't feel you, if I can't feel like I can communicate with you on a level that brings about, I tell a person out the gate, if I come into a space with you, it's three things that you have to bring me: peace, love, and support. And this go both ways though. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't be my peace, if I can't run from the world and come put myself in your embrace, in your presence, and you relieve the pressure of the world off me and be my place of peace, if I can't get the proper love, you know what I'm saying, that I need in that space with you, if I can't get that support I need from you, and it might not necessarily be financial. Sometimes it could be anything. It's just support is anything. It could just be a how you doing, good, beautiful day, good morning, anything. You know, if that's that support that you got from your mate, then you're not my person. I don't give a damn how much money you got, how good you look, you know, all that superficial stuff. So I don't understand how men, or nobody for that matter, but especially a man, so-called man, align themselves with a woman that can't bring about a certain level of transparency. I feel like my woman should give me that feeling about myself as a man, even if I'm not being truthful and transparent. She should have a way about herself that should make me, even if I'm not, should make me feel something in my soul if I ain't being transparent with her. That's, if I ain't got that, then you ain't that for me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even understand how a person can be in a situation like that. I'm with Tara on that situation.
All right.
This is Justin. We have breaking news you don't want to miss. Coming up next, Uncensored Te Conversation podcast presents Speak Your Truth. In this powerful segment, our dynamic panel consisting of G Soldier, Ms. Busy Boss, Tara Michelle, Tone Ricky, and Gateway Louie take center stage, as each one of them will speak their truth, sharing stories from the news that moved them, discussing hot topics that demand attention, or offering uplifting motivational messages to inspire us all. Get ready for raw, unfiltered perspectives and heartfelt moments. Back to you, Lacey.
Hey, Gateway Louis, speak your truth. Let them know where they can find you at. You got anything coming up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. It's the one and only. Y'all already know, man. It's Gateway Louie in the building, man. Represent Uncensored Te Conversation, the podcast. Monday nights, 7:30. Be here or be nowhere at all. But man, I got a lot of, wisdom, to give. But I'm gonna keep it brief. I'm gonna keep it short. That's all, like I always say. Keep your people, your places, and things in check. Keep your nouns in check, man. The people you deal with, the places you go, and the things that you do. Like who like you. You know what I'm saying? Love out for love. You know what I'm saying? Only be where you welcome and not where you tolerate it. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, we turning up in the city, and we going outside the city for KOD King, Queens of Diamonds down on the ATL. Hope and peace, Miss Queen. Got the invite. So we doing that this weekend at the car show down there in the A. They gonna have, Lucci, Boosie, Summer Walker, Allen Iverson, everybody that gonna be there. We're gonna have a performance. So we're gonna be turning up for Uncensored and the whole STL. So be looking for that. And we got the all white party with Boosie and them that we gonna be doing the pool party. So check us out, man. We turn. Hallelujah.
All right. Hold on. Trisha said, I want to thank you guys for coming out and celebrate with me yesterday. Happy birthday again, Trish.
That's us right there.
All right, Queen Sheba. If you got any advice, speak your truth. Let the people know where they can find you at. And do you got anything coming up?
I love that. I love that. Go where you are loved. Go where you are loved. Go where you are loved. What's up, y'all? I'm Queen Sheba. I have a new album that is out right now. It is my 11th album. It is called A Hurricane in Heels. It is up for your Grammy consideration in the spoken word poetry category. I have some amazing people on there. I'll Be Back from LA. I have Divinity Rocks, Master Bassist on there. Also have a bassist from Fertile Ground on there. I have my homeboy Spaceman Shouty, another dope MC on there, on Tamisha, who was a incredible singer, and some of the Grammy nominated producers are D-Bots out of Houston, and Mike Blaze, who has been a producer for everybody from Big Daddy Kane all the way to Raheem Devine out of Raleigh, North Carolina, plus Fireman FYA out of the ATL, who has worked with uh uh everybody and everybody. So come down to Atlanta. He's worked with NLE Choppa and some Malik Youssef, and I don't know, so some amazingness. I got my first TEDx talk, so I'm really excited about that. I dropped my book on my birthday, which was last Monday, August 11th. It's called Clemency: Poems to
Be
Help.
your season, baby.
Yeah, yes. Clemency: Poems to Accept, for poems to help you accept the apologies you will never receive. If you've never heard a spoken word album, it is not boring at all. It is fun, it's uplifting, it's emotional, make you cry, make you laugh. And I'm a fan of hip hop, so I'm always intertwining poetry and hip hop, which I hope all of St. Louis, well, all of y'all can come, because only 200 people can fit in City Winery. And tickets are selling fast. I'm so excited. It's this Thursday, City Winery, St. Louis, Poetry versus Hip Hop. We are on our 10-year anniversary tour. So all of y'all come out and see. It's a fun game show. and we give away cash and prizes. And I will be back in Atlanta, and I will pull up to see Boosie and everybody. Sounds like a really good time. So this Thursday, St. Louis City Winery, doors open at 6. We got a little open mic if you want to come show us what you got, from 7:30 to 8ish. And then we got the poetry versus hip hop battle. And then, I'm gonna do a couple poems. My homegirl gonna do a couple poems, and my homeboy from Atlanta, he's gonna do a couple poems, and we're gonna have a really good time. And then we're gonna go party afterwards, find a cigar bar or something. So St. Louis, come through. And follow me on IG, The Queen Sheba, and Poetry versus Hip Hop.
Let them know who hosting.
Oh, yes. Lightning is hosting. Lightning is
My
hosting.
stuff.
Yes. Lightning is hosting. So, and she hosted for us in April, and she was so incredible. We had to ask her back, and we're gonna have a really good time. So come on out. We have a VIP hour, and I don't know why y'all don't pull up on Poets. We give away a free glass of wine. We give away a poster. Y'all always want to pull up on these A-listers. Pull up on us too.
All right, thank you, Queen Sheba, for being a guest on the show. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Amazing.
All right, Stacy, speak your truth. Let them know where they can find you. You got anything coming up?
Wait, I do understand that my boo is also performing, right? Are you performing, G Soldier? What you doing? But anyway, y'all. So y'all
He
check
going
out
up
that.
against Team Poetry and might be losing.
Well, I don't know about that. Look, I have faith in my man. But I'm gonna say this, y'all. If you're in a relationship, y'all listen. Try to be great with each other, learn each other, grow with each other. I know we be lifing, but let love be a part of your life. Okay. Another thing I want to say, y'all, shout out to me, y'all. Oh, my song, y'all. Most people mess with it. I appreciate
That's
y'all.
right. That's right.
I got the BBL. That's what's up. It is now featured in like the strip clubs, and now I got people hitting me up for like Dr. Miami. I got people, y'all, just like coming to me about stuff, and I'm like, what? I never knew what this could be, but y'all, I'm excited. So shout out, and you guys enjoy your week and try to be more positive. Live life in love. That part.
All right, Watetta, speak your truth. Let them know where they can find you. You got anything coming up?
Hell yeah, man. Hey, if you like to laugh, do your Googles. Stream Hella Drove. And I got part 2 dropping 11/7/25 this year. Funniest movie you'll ever see. You feel me? Just Google Hella Drove. It'll take you to everything you need to see. And you're going to get a whole bunch of laughs. And part 2, starring Stacy and G Soldier, drops 11/7/2025 this year. Written, directed, produced, financed by the God himself, YC Bay. Tap in, and when you tap in, lock in, and when you lock in, we locked in for life. Love, peace, blessing, God bless everybody. You feel?
That part.
KJ, speak your truth. Let them know where they can find you. You got anything coming up?
Yeah, two things. So Queen, if you're looking for a black-owned, beautiful establishment, Ash Cigar Bar and Lounge, let me know if y'all want to set up there. The owners would be more than happy to have y'all come through and bless them. And it's also a place that's is one of the best well-known cigar lounges around in the St. Louis area. It's going to be toward downtown St. Louis. And if you guys want to do anything Thursday, feel free to come out to Jazzy 159. We're going to have a comedy show going on. We got our funny Sundays. We're going to have Natalie Monroe is going to be hosting. She's funny as can be. We're also going to have y'all know Lil Rock Obama, and it's going to be featuring Tony Schofield and hosted by my man Chico Dusty. So if y'all not doing anything Sunday nights, you want to come to a mature place, laugh, have a good time, and also be looking out in October for the aviation day camp. I'll post something in September.
All right. And as I said, hey, listen, this Thursday, G Soldier will be victorious in the poetry versus hip hop. These poets came in now. I just playing. Hey, look, it's not no judge to do. It ain't like no rap battle where you finna be like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna beat up. You know what I'm saying? We gonna let the crowd judge. So I need all my hip hop audience to come out. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite. You use my code hip hop one, and you will get a
Not on
discount
Eventbrite, on City Winery.
on City Winery, Eventbrite. Get your ticket wherever you can get your tickets. Get them wherever you can get them at. Pour not just playing. Get the tickets. It's gonna be a crazy event. It's, like I said, hosted by Poet Lightning. Queen Sheba, she coming down from Atlanta. You know, she's a 2-time nominated Grammy artist. So I didn't listen to her album. So like she dope up in this bug. But the hip hop people, we gonna be victorious up in this bug. But also go check out my album, The Weight of My Name. It is out on all your streaming platforms right now. So, but the most important thing this Thursday, City Winery, the tickets are selling fast. This might be the last time y'all will get to see poetry versus hip hop. And when you get older, you can tell your kids, your grandkids, everything, what went down that night. So that's it, man. All right, yeah, we had a crazy show. Thank you to our guest Queen Sheba for coming on, tapping in, you know, dropping some jewels. Thank you to YC always being the guest. So we will see y'all next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Good night, everybody. Bars.
Bye. Bye.